I'm ready now.
Coming to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
And what can we expect?
Surprises!
Engineered by Jay Timko and produced by Eric Beatty. And without further delay, it's showtime! Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Oh boy! Hey, welcome to a Tuesday edition of the Detroit Cast with Mike and Jay. Big E is here. Timko is here. I'm Mike. That's Jay. How you doing, buddy?
Outstanding, sir.
Yeah. The smelling salts are here as well, as always, per usual.
I'm starting to like Timko's huff over there. The best.
He does a big one, doesn't he?
My lord.
My back is usually to him, so I don't see.
Watch this.
That's a full deep breath.
Yeah.
I'm good.
But again, I got fourths.
That's a huff and a half.
Yeah, he's getting fourth tag, so it's not quite. Although he did a pretty big one when we gave him first huff the other day.
He's not scared of the smelling salt.
No, he's not. Anyway, yeah, it's a Tuesday. Welcome to the show, everybody, and we got a lot to get to today. We'll talk about Hugh Hefner a little bit, ISIS and some Al-Qaeda bombers, some New Age bombers. Not what you think. A little different. Ray Rice and Janae Rice back in the media a little bit. Ferguson. Don't talk shit about Un.
Don't talk shit about Un.
Don't talk shit about the Obamas.
No.
But I think we should probably start with we caused quite a stir yesterday, I think.
Yeah. I think we struck a nerve.
Yeah.
I think what we did is we brought up a subject that hit home with the listeners, I think, and that was our best ofs. The quality
E, are you
of our
here?
best ofs.
What?
You with us, E?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Push the microphone over.
I like your new shirt, if that helps.
He does
Before
have would you like to say thank you to someone? Or whatever?
I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
You don't
You don't want to do that anyways.
Oh,
Say the first name.
Kara.
Okay, very good.
I was gonna write her personally a thank you, but
But now you're not.
now I guess I don't
It's a
have
great shirt.
To. Now I guess I
It
don't
is a
have
great
I was
shirt.
looking for giraffes on there. I thought maybe there might be a giraffe.
Again with the giraffes, it's just absurd.
to. More importantly,
It just doesn't make any sense, Jay, to have two giraffes in this house. It just won't work. You need to get over the giraffes, get on board with the tiger, and we'll be good to go. We can carry forward. We're not going to saddle two giraffes in this house. It's just it's ridiculous. I can't even believe I'm commenting about it. It's so ridiculous.
So
by the way, more importantly to me than the shirt is the note that came with it with a Simpsons reference. You know,
Oh.
so that's more donut. And
Yeah,
there's a
I don't know
tape.
what that means.
You've never heard it, really? You never
donut.
donut Homer Simpson, really?
Okay. No, not really. Seriously.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, then.
Okay.
It's only one of the biggest fucking television shows of all
Anyway.
time. But you know,
It's pretty much guided your life, I know.
It's very normcore.
Anyway,
Yep, I know.
what's fine?
All the tweeners are watching The Simpsons. I get it.
I wish.
See that, Jay? Look at that picture. Guy looks ridiculous.
He doesn't have a saddle.
He's on an unsaddled giraffe, and he looks absurd.
Why do they always wear just like tight
That's an
shorts?
adolescent giraffe.
Jay,
Yeah. You want a full-grown one?
Well, I think it would, once they get full grown is when you really put the saddle on it and it looks appropriate. That just looks kind of weird.
but why is it with the people that that do this kind of? It's always got to be these tight, short shorts.
Yeah.
Like I've never. I
And
don't
apparently they only make them in tan and green.
know. Right.
See, that looks just stupid. That looks just fake,
awesome.
Mike.
Little
Look at the
black
colors
kid
on
riding
that.
a tiger. Look at these guys riding tigers. Yeah. Oh, they look awesome.
Photoshop. Dude's got a lightsaber too. Come on, man.
Oh,
That ain't right.
no.
All right, E. So here's the deal, man. You'll recall yesterday I asked
I
people
won't
to
recall.
please comment on what they thought of
Don't
the
you
best
tell
ofs.
me what I'll recall, Jay.
You will recall this issue. Well, Craig writes in, and he was very kind to Big E. He really was. He
That's
said,
rare. We probably don't need to read that one.
well, I can't speak for his editing skills. I think the argument that Eric missed with his choices for the best of programs is this. The Kickstarter campaign and grassroots efforts in the last few months have encouraged many new listeners to the podcast, and it's unlikely
great
that they
point.
would go back and listen to it's a point that you missed. It's
Yeah,
a
that
great
you
point.
didn't think of at all. It took Craig to point it out to you, but
Right,
carry on.
he's
Hey, it doesn't matter.
making your argument for you,
It
which
doesn't
is
matter
nice.
how things get done, whether they get done or not.
It's unlikely that they would go back, these new listeners, and listen to every episode to understand the origin story of all of the many callbacks you use on the show. You could easily point back to the Thanksgiving weekend episodes as the Detroit Cast primer, or primer. If you're English, you'd say primer, to bring listeners up to speed. Eric made an unconscious decision to lean on
he doesn't know that.
evergreen material that could be considered best of yesterday, a month from now, or 6 months from now. Content that is very topical may not be as humorous 6 months from now. However, there will likely be content over the next few weeks that would be apropos for Christmas break. Balance the evergreen material with recent topical coverage, and I think everyone would be relatively happy.
I did do that, I feel like, but
I think Craig is kind of saying that. That you did a decent job with that, and you were trying to allow people to understand where the origin of some of these things. Some of the other listeners weren't so kind.
I don't care.
Susan writes in, I am in agreement with Jay, says Susan, regarding the best ofs. They sucked ass.
Ooh. Does that hurt a little bitty?
No, it doesn't, because I don't believe that to be true, so it doesn't hurt me at all.
Noel writes in.
I definitely don't believe they sucked ass, so fuck that. I'm sorry.
Get a little defensive.
Whether you like them or not, I don't think they sucked ass.
I kind of think they did.
Yeah.
Noel writes in, it is simple. Take the list for the holiday shirt and get 2 highlighters and start marking. The yellow is for show number 1, the orange is for show number 2. If a subject is already marked, then it has recently been used. That holiday shirt already has the best moments of the show. Highlight the word, find a said conversation, and add it to the show. Come on, Big E. I'm always on your team, but you got to focus, buddy.
Yeah, he's got a point. That would be an easy way to do best of. E? Comment?
No.
E? Comment?
No, I don't got a comment.
Now, Joel writes in, and he takes a bit of a swing at Big E, but he references what kind of was our lost opportunity with these best ofs. He said, you could not be any more right about the best of episode, Jay. I totally thought it was the same thing as last time that I was listening.
It wasn't.
Joel. Joel,
That's
I'm sorry.
ridiculous.
I
there was
apologize,
different
Joel.
stuff in it.
And then here's the lost opportunity
Apologize, Joel.
and essentially how you hurt the show. The family weekend combined with a supposed best of episode is a great opportunity to showcase the show that I love to family. I sent an email a long time ago about doing a best of that is all Big E's diary. I was hoping for that. I was hoping for something.
Oh, he did do that. He did all Big E, didn't he?
Yeah, just not his diary. It was just all Big E.
It's just all Big E. Okay,
I see. Misread that.
Yeah, I'm going to go through and listen and go through the minutes and see how many things were I talking. How many? There was no way it was more heavy me than you. No way.
Well, the first few best ofs were, but that's all right. Whatever.
So Joel says, I was hoping for that. I was hoping for something. I listen every day and laugh my ass off and want to show others, but I always forget where and what episode and what day said funny thing was on. Because the best of was pretty lackluster prior to Monday's episode, I was going to pitch that I'd love to make your best ofs. So we've got Joel just basically saying, push E aside on this issue.
Yeah.
I'll do it for him.
Okay.
It seems real easy.
Job is yours.
He says, it seems real easy. I'm white and rap and produce an amateur rap duo, so I know the computer and editing shit.
Nice.
Self-taught, no specs Howard needed. I love how he says he's white. Like, I'm white.
Well,
like we wouldn't take a black guy?
Well, yeah, no, we wouldn't. But I'm just kidding.
I'm white and rap in and produce an amateur rap duo. So I know computer and editing shit, self-taught, no specs Howard needed. When I listen to the show and I'm laughing my ass off, I can mark down the episode and time as I'm listening and then throw them together later at home. Easy. I was hoping to hear lots of things on the latest best of. I heard a couple. They should also be at least 2 hours long. Big E.
I was told to make them an hour and a half. Every time I've been doing them, I've never been told to make them.
Well, that's ridiculous. Who told you that?
Both of you?
Oh.
Mike writes in. Mike writes in, Jay, look, listen, after hearing Monday's episode, I feel a need for a PSA on Big E's shit attempt of compiling the best of. I work midnights, and one of the biggest highlights of my day is listening to the podcast on my way home. You can imagine my disappointment on Thursday and Friday. I hearken back to late July when I heard the same bits on another best of.
That's crazy because there were several bits that weren't even on the show at that point. That's crazy how you heard every one the same one in July.
But there were several that were
previously
on a best of.
Still been part of it.
Mike continues, the frat house again? Really? Ooh. Not to mention Tony, the asshole skin flute player. Been there,
Mike.
done that.
Oof.
God damn it!
Sorry, Mike.
Although I did enjoy the story of the couple's car who's collided, and Eric asked if they were on the same road.
Oh, Eric highlight.
Yes.
I don't know.
On the same road.
I
forgot about that.
I really do. Whatever.
So were they like on the same road or whatever?
They died, by the way, I think.
Yeah, they did. They killed one another. It was tragic.
They were on the same road, right?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
That boy is worth his
sure.
weight in gold, Mike says. I guess. I just expected
Or
more
whatever.
from a semi-professional who has been in the game 13 plus years. What a complete fukfasa.
7 years,
Yeah.
not even. Like
Or-
5.
And semi-professional
Wait,
is
did I say
really,
7
really
years?
a stretch.
The game
it is.
13 plus years.
Well, that's wrong.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Because my morning drive is so short.
I was in high school 13 years ago still, by the way.
Because my morning drive is
Start
so
on your
short.
career.
I listen to the show at home. I have 11-month-old twin daughters. We all listen when eating
Do
breakfast.
they want to produce the best of?
Yeah, I think that's what he's getting at.
Oh, okay.
Let's
When
do
my
it.
wife's
Let's
not
do it.
when my wife's not around, we listen. I'm not exactly the father of the year. Until I hear one of them say, "God damn it, I think I'm okay."
Yep.
Our favorite drop is "What do?" It almost always gets a laugh. I've attached pics of them sporting.
Oh, so
my
he probably
Detroit
enjoyed how I
Cast
put up
hat.
where what to do when we talked about
Look at
what
this
to do.
cutie
Huh?
pie.
Look at that. Oh,
Isn't she cute?
yeah, she's got a Detroit Cast hat on and a Thanksgiving onesie. That's adorable.
And
God damn it!
Mike says, "Tell Fancy to eat a bowl of stalks marinated in his own urine."
Ooh. I would, but he'd enjoy it.
Anthony writes in. We're almost done with this.
All right.
Jay and the Beagle, thank you for clearing up the best of
God
confusion.
damn it!
Well, you did that show out in Kalamazoo with Mike.
Right.
Thank you for
How's the
clearing.
aerobics going, by the way?
Thank you for clearing up the best of confusion. I wanted to give E the benefit of the doubt with his 13 years of experience. I thought you guys might have had one of those "we'll work for food" sign guys come in and put the episodes together. But now it makes sense why there was an overabundance of E material.
There is not an over. I am seriously
And
tonight,
terrible
I'm
editing.
gonna freaking time the talking. There was not an overabundance of me talking. That's ridiculous.
Okay, but there is now, so stop. Glad you guys are back live and in person. Missed my decast. E writes in, "Hey Jay, I agree that you need to set Big E straight and lay out the best of episodes for him. I don't need to hear the flautist again." And here's an idea for you. Why not ask the listeners to submit their ideas for best of segments that they'd like to hear again? There are always things I'd like to go back and listen to again, but I don't want to take the time to find them.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea of a best of,
Yeah,
right?
that's
We're
kinda
supposed
E's
to
job.
kind of figure that out and
Right.
bring it back for the people.
Yeah.
Not that I'll be able to remember and actually send it in, but I'm sure others would. Tell E to lick a bag of donkey stalks.
Right. Stalks.
And then we have a final one from John, which I'm not going to read in total. He's just, suffice it to say, very critical of E.
Sorry, John.
Everybody could be an armchair quarterback, Jay. Okay, you know
2020 is hindsight. E?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
exactly.
Bit critical of the production value, your life choices, and your existence. So I won't go into detail.
You can if you want.
I want to hear it now. My existence.
Oh, okay. All right, man. I've kept it at bay as long as I could.
Oh, good for you. What a saint.
No, he has. He's had a period. John's gone through a period of there's been some rough times for John during this broadcast of the last 9 months. He'll write in several days in a row the same John, and he's like, "Oh my God, one more word out of that guy. I'm out of here. I'm out." I've written to him like, "Yeah, John, thanks for your patience as we, gotta work out the format of the show." And John will write back, "Okay, dude, I'll give it one more day," and then radio silence from John for a while, and I'll wonder, is John gone? I don't know. And then John pipes in again. "Oh, God damn it!
He's drinking his own urine.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Exactly." So John, it's been a love-hate kind of deal for John. But
Sounds like more hate to me.
all right,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I kept it at bay as long as I could. You and Mike are really that surprised that the dumb little shit can't pull off any rational thought and make a fun and original best of show?
Whoa,
Really?
whoa, wow.
Oof.
You,
That
Paren
stinks.
What
Walters,
does he
and
do? What
Paren.
does John do?
It doesn't matter, dude.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't. You're the producer of this podcast. You have to step up and do it right. That's his point.
Yeah.
You, Paren Walters, and Paren, willingly employed and continue to employ a 30.75-year-old dick-sucking, piss-guzzling, shit-eating, and believe me, I didn't want to read this.
I don't
Let the
care.
record reflect.
I don't
No
care.
job-having, parent-sponging,
I have a
basement-dwelling,
job.
That
pink
stings.
hat-wearing, normcore being, mall rat, fucktard.
Oh,
And
That
you're gonna,
stings. It stings a little bit, right?
no, not really.
Really?
No, I'm
It
serious.
should.
It doesn't.
It probably should sting a
Should
little
it?
bit. Yes.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Well-
it doesn't.
this is really more directed at me. He says, you are going to sit there and yell into the mic about how he couldn't put together a decent and original best of show? It does make me think. It
Yeah.
makes me wonder how I could have expected that. I wouldn't expect him to make toast correctly, says John.
Oh.
It's a good thing he's really good at what are his skill sets again? Radio alloy he is.
Radio alloy. Is that a play on Radio Gold?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. You can make toast, right?
I make it almost a few times a week. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
With butter?
I can cook food.
Do you burn it?
I can probably the skills. I can cook more than you can cook. What is the idea that I
Let me
can
tell you,
I'm not a chef.
Walters went through a toast deal back, I don't know, probably 20 years ago. You were way into toast. Remember that?
Yeah.
Fuck, he ate toast like morning, noon, and night.
Yeah.
So don't tell him about toast,
I do
okay?
I can
toast
fuck
is
up some
quality.
toast.
I mean,
And by the way, I'm not a chef.
neither am I.
Well, you proclaim to be.
I don't claim to be a chef.
You said you make toast almost every day. You kind of bragged about it.
I bragged about making toast.
You did. You went on and on about your toast skills a second ago.
He did have a point, though. He does have a job, and speaking of that job, foosball, ping pong, hottest sales staff in
Nice.
Oakland County. He's part of that hottest sales
That's
staff.
what we call
now.
a professional seg right
He
there.
is part of that hottest sales staff in Oakland
True.
County. He is at Zott Ford. That's Zott Ford and Holly. With their massive new and all makes and models pre-owned inventory, they have the vehicle you are looking for. Come in now and enjoy the Zott Ford experience. They have an award-winning service department. Don't forget, get 10% off your service work when you mention the Detroit Cast.
Don't you think that Steve, our friend Steve Gabari over at Zott Ford,
Yeah.
SZOTT, don't you think it'd be better for his group if he said, I love Big E, but I think he needs to be properly shaved and get a respectable haircut if he's going to represent this company in a professional manner? I mean,
Dude, shut up. He listens there. I don't say anything.
I'm just thinking it'd probably be best for but you don't want to represent, like, you're the first people that people see
Yeah, that's
when your
true.
brand new car's being delivered. I mean, it just seems like you should
What do
make sure that you're washed,
Shorn.
shorn.
What do you wear when you work there?
well,
I
Did
wasn't
you wear
gonna go
that?
there. I
did
wasn't
you wear
going to
that
go there.
shirt, those pants?
no.
Of course not.
I
right?
wear jeans and a hoodie right
They don't
now.
have like the Cintas deal and stuff.
Well, no,
They-
I am getting. They do actually have uniform. I just haven't got one yet. So far, I've just wore jeans and a hoodie. Actually, well, you saw me the day we did the photo thing. That's what I wore that day. Jeans
Oh,
and that.
that's what you
Oh,
went.
God damn it.
I'm sorry, Steve. Steve, I'm sorry. I really am.
It's
Staff
fine.
at Zott Ford, I'm
It's
sorry.
fine for pictures, but God, where's that for? Shows up in his Cheerios jacket. he was leaving the Cheerios jacket on the sidewalk in
In
just
Detroit.
the most downtrodden, shit-filled areas of Detroit.
I-
He'd leave it there. We'd go inside some rat-infested building, do some shots, come back out. And of course, nobody took the
Sitting
Cheerios.
there.
Dude, I will say
Cheerios
when I was driving home that day, I was still wearing it, and I took it off while I was driving down the lodge because it did smell it smelled really bad.
From laying on those.
But it was probably one of the last places when we were in one of those buildings or something.
We should have got E to lay down on the couch.
I tried to get you guys to lay
My
down on the mattress or the
God.
couch.
Oh.
So gross. I wanted to take a picture sitting on
Dude.
that couch.
That was the biggest rat hole I've ever been in right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It
Fucking
was bad.
Dude, I mean, that was used hours prior to us, wandering in there.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
That was someone's house we
Yeah.
broke into.
That mattress with the KY jelly laying next to
Oh,
it.
I forgot about the KY jelly. Yeah.
And that couch. Ugh.
With blankets on it. He was disgusting. It was the little things that bothered me. Like seeing the KY jelly made it so much more
Yeah.
human. You knew that humans were there. Seeing like empty bottles of liquor all over.
The bowling
Yeah.
trophy. Remember the bowling trophy?
There was a bowling trophy in there. I was proud of it.
God, if I were in that thing, I'd be freaking drinking every day too. I wouldn't even want to be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be sober, dude.
No.
That was a rat hole, dude.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Hey, we haven't talked about ISIS in a while.
Yeah,
At all.
Ferguson's dominated the news, so
It has.
You know how the media is. They can't handle two at once. So.
Yeah, they sort of handled two at once with ISIS and Ebola
Yeah, it's true.
for a while. But they
juggled it.
they juggled it. Yeah, it was like they'd hit one for a week and then the other, and the other would take a back seat. But ISIS now they've got a joint intelligence bulletin was issued overnight, warning military people. This came from the FBI and Homeland Security. Officials strongly urge those who serve in uniform to scrub their social media accounts of anything that might bring unwanted attention from violent extremists or would help the extremists learn individual service members' identities. So what does that say that they're hearing? What kind of chatter that would make them issue a bulletin like this?
Yeah.
I mean, and this sparked, I guess, really from Canada. What
Yeah,
happened in Canada? Just brutal.
They deal with the guy just guarding the
Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. The FBI and DHS recommend that current and former members of the military review their online social media accounts for any information that might serve to attract the attention of ISIS and its supporters. The federal bulletin sent to law enforcement agencies said advising that troops routinely exercise operational security in their interaction online. The government said they indicated that they had obtained fresh intelligence that ISIS wants to recruit or inspire sympathizers inside America to hurt military members where they live. God, is that scary. Do you think military members will give a shit and be scared of that? I just don't think of our military as people that are going to go, oh no,
Right.
they're coming after me, I'm going to hide. Like, our military seems like seasoned badasses just by nature.
No, that's a good point, though. It would give you pause about your family, though, you know, if you're identified through Facebook where you are, where you're living and shit.
I suppose that's true. I still don't see them. I don't know. You just think of them as like trained badasses. Like, even people that were talking about Ferguson were like, yeah, you can get in the cop's face and scream at them. Don't pull that shit with the National Guard. They won't fuck around. They won't play the same game and play nice the way the cops will. So I don't know, but this who is it? The day before the U.S. had their first big attack in September. Was it September or August?
Probably September.
Yeah.
On ISIS, you mean?
Yes, on ISIS. Their spokesman, Abu Bob, called upon Muslims in the U.S. and Europe to attack members of the military. Do not ask for anyone's advice and do not seek anyone's verdict. Kill the disbeliever, whether he is civilian or military, for they have the same ruling. Both of them are disbelievers. Both of them are considered to be waging war. Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! That's what he was said.
Quote, unquote.
Quote, unquote. I don't know. I didn't make it up. Can't make that shit up. Allah Akbar! Yeah. Were you going to play a bomb? You look like you were going to play a bomb, Jay. I got to be honest with you. The corner of my eye. Thank you. Boom!
I wanted to, but I felt you were moving on, so.
Boom, boom. There's all the chips going off. Chip them all. Fuck. Boom! God, this is hilarious, too, this Obama. I meant to do this, talk about this with you yesterday.
Right.
But we just kind of ran out of time. This story, I don't know why this cracks me up. But
criticism of the girls.
Yes, the criticism of Obama's daughters. Yeah. Did you see that, the pardoning of the turkey bullshit that they do every year? Where the Obama has to get up there and give some silly speech and then pardon a couple turkeys who are just looking at him like, dude, who are you?
God, it's so stupid. Every year that strikes me how just
so
stupid
dumb
that is.
It is. Well, this congressional communications director resigned yesterday because she took some shots at the... Now, this is a Republican...
Is it a Facebook post?
Yeah, it was a Facebook post. Elizabeth Lawton is her name, communications director for Stephen Fincher, Republican out of Tennessee, criticized the girl's demeanor during the annual White House turkey pardoning ceremony, writing, Dear Sasha and Malia, I get you're both in those awful teen years, but you're part of the first family. Try showing a little class. At least respect the part you play. Then again, your mother and father don't respect their positions very much, or the nation for that matter, so I'm guessing you're coming up a little short in the good role model department. Nevertheless, stretch yourself. Rise to the occasion. Act like being in the White House matters to you. Dress like you deserve respect, not a spot at the bar. And certainly don't make faces during televised public events. Good Lord. I love things like this. Do you think...
Did she apologize yet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Of course it was yanked off social media. And
she
then,
resigned, right?
Yeah, she finally resigned. The heat got so heavy. She deleted the original post and wrote an apology on Facebook, which makes me just gag. These apologies after the fact are so insincere, such bullshit. They're such utter bullshit. And here she comes with, after many hours of prayer. Really? Really, Miss Lawton? After many, many hours of prayer.
What should I do about this Facebook post?
Lord, help me.
Really?
Show me the light, Lord. Show me the error of my ways. After many hours of prayer, talking to my parents,
Wow.
And rereading my words online, I can see more clearly just how hurtful my words are.
After sobering up,
I was going to say, do you think the post she originally meant to write was, at least respect the part you play? Then again, your mother and father don't. They don't respect their positions very much, or the nation for that matter. So I'm guessing you're coming up a little short in the good role model department.
do we know what time it was posted?
1:36. No, I don't know.
Dude, honestly, if that was late night, guaranteed she had a few glasses of wine and was like, "Oh my God, look at those girls!"
Or
you know?
or it means if she posted at noon, she's a day drunk.
Yeah, that's true. That's
She's
true.
either a raging alcoholic or an alcoholic. I don't know which, but yeah, I'd like to apologize to all those I've hurt and offended with my words, and I pledge to learn and grow.
All of those she's heard.
And I assure you I have. I've already learned and grown from this. After my hours of prayer and talking to my parents, I've already learned and grown so much in 24 hours from this experience. Yuck. Why don't you just own it and go, no, I have a freedom of speech in this country. I saw the little snots on television making faces, acting like they didn't want to be there, and it bugged me as someone sitting in the White House. And so I posted something. Sorry if it offended some people.
Because she's hoping to work at some point again in her life. That's why she doesn't say that.
Ugh, well, I'd have more respect. I'd hire her here if she just said that. If she was just honest. She sends this out as if we really believe she spent many hours praying.
Yeah.
I prayed for many hours and then talked to my parents. We had a family meeting about this.
No, you know who she talked to was Fincher from Tennessee.
Yeah,
and
who
Fincher got on the phone and said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Are you shitting me?
Yeah. Are you kidding me, Caroline? What's her name?
Elizabeth Loughton.
Are you kidding me, Elizabeth? Are you
Re-
kidding me with that shit?
We trying to get into the White House, Elizabeth. We're trying to get ourselves in the White. You pull this shit now? Really?
One step forward, two steps back.
What do we say about one step forward and two steps back? That's what happens when you make rhetoric posts like this. This is garbage. This is the work of the devil.
It's harmful
You need to
rhetoric.
pray on this, Elizabeth. You need to get in there and pray for hours. Talk to your parents about this, Elizabeth.
Grow from it.
You need to grow, and I mean now. You need to gain strength and growth from this, Elizabeth. I'm tired of having these conversations with you. For Christ's sake.
No, that's absolutely what happened. Fincher called her up and said, "Out, done, resign."
I don't know what else to say, Elizabeth. We've been over this numerous times, but you're just, I don't have any other way to say it, but you're just going to have to go. I don't think you've grown enough. How many hours did you pray last night, Elizabeth? Did you even consult with your parents after this? Did you even consult with them? Because I don't know how much you've grown, Elizabeth, and I just can't take this shit any longer. Excuse my language. I'm just so angered right now, Elizabeth Loughton. And then she's gone.
Yeah. Never to be heard from again.
She's done. That's it.
Boy, can Facebook and Twitter fuck you in the ass.
If you're doing any job but ours,
I know.
Just
Stay
need to
off
delete
that shit. Hashtag knock that shit off.
yes. I mean, there's such a difference in this country between being people that go, "Are you shitting me, Elizabeth? Really, Elizabeth?" Like, we can literally go on there and go, "You believe these fucking clowns in Ferguson? Jesus Christ, just nuke the whole fucking city. Blow them all off the map. Boom!" And nobody says a word. She goes, "I didn't like the faces they were making on that pardoning of the turkey bird thing they were doing
They
there.
ought to be more respectful.
You're in the White House, act like it. Don't just like you go into a bar." Well, she needs to go. "Elizabeth, we just can't have this in our office here in Tennessee. You're going to have to go. You're fired." She's I prayed for hours. Yuck. Christ. So, yeah, she's out. She's out. Bye-bye.
Can't do that, man. You're a political creature. You can't do that shit.
Why would anyone want to be a political creature?
I don't know, dude.
I just don't understand it.
I don't know.
In this country, like, forever, she's the one that lashed out at the twins. And, by the way, all these people that are acting like, well, the president's children are off limits. They're just off limits.
Remember the Bushes?
Oh, my God. That's the first thing I thought of was the Bushes.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Now, they partied a little bit. They were a little older than Sasha and Malia. But remember when Clinton got into office, his daughter got, I mean, Chelsea was chatter on all the, on tabloid shit all the time, too.
Yeah, but the Bush girls were
The Bush girls.
labeled a couple hussies, and
Yeah.
you know, especially the one.
Jenna?
Yeah.
Jenna?
She was a partier. Hook 'em horns, right?
Yeah. Hook 'em horns.
Didn't she
Jenna
do
Bush.
that at the national convention or something and
Did
drew
she
a bunch
do
of
it?
ire? Yeah.
Ugh, God. It makes them human in a way.
Right.
But this idea that and that's like one of my major problems with all of politics is this idea that these people have to be
plastic.
perfect, prim and proper souls and never make a mistake or offend anybody. We can't offend anybody in this country.
It's awful. I don't know why anyone would want to do it. I don't know at the local level, at the regional level, national. I don't get it. I don't get what would motivate. It's got to be ego.
It's got to be. That's the only thing that makes sense because the money's good, but the money's not great.
Right.
There are other ways to make money in this country than to put yourself up on that pedestal like you're really in charge of something. You're going to make real change.
Yeah.
In
I
this
think
country.
you probably feel like that at the beginning, and then you realize real quick you've got to,
play ball.
Yeah, got to play ball, grease the right palms, and then feed your ego as you move up the ladder.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
Ugh,
not interested. No, thank you.
No, I think you'd make a good leader though, Jay. Come on, let's get a campaign going. 2016, you can pull it off.
I'll take the write-ins. Got a few write-ins. I was happy with that.
You did get some write-ins. What did they write you in for? Judge?
Yeah, it was.
Could you be a judge?
Justice of the Supreme Court.
Oh, would have been fitting. Would you still have been able to do this?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
Probably not with the same vigor.
No. Would have been a problem, perhaps, for some. Hey, have you followed this? Are you interested, by the way, in this movie about?
I like the premise of this movie. We've touched on this a couple times before.
The Kim Jong-un one?
Yeah, the idea of Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Franco, yeah.
And the idea is that they meet their reporters and they get set up to do an interview with a world leader.
Yeah.
And then they're part of an assassination attempt, right?
Yeah, kind of a James Bond thing.
Yeah. And it's loosely, I guess, portraying Un.
Yeah, no, that's called Kim Jong-un.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, and it looks like Un.
All right.
Yeah.
And so Un has declared war.
Yeah,
right?
He has actually officially declared war if we come out with this movie.
I love this little guy.
I know, he's
with
awesome.
his little zippy boots.
Dude. Yeah, it's hilarious. Well, now Sony Pictures,
taking the brunt.
Their computers got hacked, and they think it might be North Korea in retaliation as part of the war that's been waged.
It's actually North Korea. They've commissioned Chinese hackers because they don't have, I guess, the capabilities on their own.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So the speculation is that they commissioned some Chinese guys to hack in there and fuck up all their stuff, steal a bunch of documents, and also I think release some unreleased
movies
content. Yeah.
Annie.
Yeah.
Which is coming out at Christmas, I believe.
Yeah. Which E informed me today. I think was it Will Smith's daughter was pegged to play the role of Annie, perhaps, but she turned it down because what'd she say? She just wanted to play a real girl.
Well, she didn't want
to.
She was supposed to be in the role, but she didn't want to. She didn't want to play a girl right now. She just wanted to be a girl right now.
Yeah, pretty deep, huh?
Wow.
Very deep.
Which one is that? Willow.
I think Willow.
And the other one's Jaden.
Jaden.
That's right.
Yeah, one's a boy, one's a girl. I don't know.
Have you?
They're in love with each other.
Right.
I think
they sure look to be. Have you seen the trailer for this movie?
This one or Annie? Oh, the interview. No, I haven't.
You want to see it?
Annie.
I don't know what he does.
Let's see if Tim Cook can pull it up. I saw a trailer the other day. I hope it's good. Are there a couple of them? Let's see.
See what little Un's all pissed about.
Hello, who this?
This is the Secretary of Communication for North Korea. Our Supreme Leader, Kim Jong-un, is interested in doing an interview with Dave Skylark.
Oh, my God.
We will meet 50 kilometers west of Dangdong, northeastern China.
Did you just say China? And did you just say dong?
3 weeks from tonight, I will be traveling to Pyongyang, North Korea to interview President Kim Jong-un.
Mr. Rappaport, I am Agent Lacey with Central Intelligence. You two are going to be in a room alone with Kim, and the CIA would love it if you could take him out.
Awesome.
Take him out.
For coffee? Dinner? For kimchi?
No, take him out.
You want us to kill the leader of North Korea?
Yes.
Hello, North Korea!
I've watched every episode of your show in preparation for this interview. I particularly enjoyed the Miley Cyrus camel toe episode.
Wow.
Very deep.
Very deep. Yes, she has quite a hearty moose knuckle.
Gentlemen, you are entering into the most dangerous country on Earth. Please remember, Kim Jong-un is a master manipulator.
I have a gift for you.
Oh,
Oh, this dog is killing me with cuteness.
He's a crazy cute.
I just wish we had an escape plan.
Why don't we go to Japan?
Well, because it's across the Sea of Japan.
Why don't we swim?
Can't swim that.
Oh, I'm a good swimmer.
It's really, really far.
People have done it.
Nope.
Yep, Michael Phelps did it.
That's not true.
Nice tank. Is that real?
It was a gift to my grandfather from Stalin.
In my country, it's pronounced Stallone. You have a sound system in here?
Oh, no. Don't touch.
Katy Perry?
I never heard this before in my life.
I love Katy Perry.
Really?
As you shoot across the sky. I spent a lot of time with Kim, and I think he's not a bad guy.
You cannot pull out of this. I'm pulling out. You're way too deep to pull out. I'm pulling out. No, you're not. You're leaving it in.
I've been pulling out for years, son.
Dude, I gotta be.
Actually looks hilarious.
I know.
Yeah.
It does.
I remember watching the trailer for that. I think when it first came out, I don't think Jay was even here yet. Maybe you were. I don't know. But it looked a lot better. Like, that looked good. Dude, that looked
This
funny.
one?
The
Yeah.
Franco character looks good.
Yeah.
The Oon guy, the guy they got playing Oon, isn't goofy enough though.
Yeah.
He's kind of too tough looking. He
He's
was
not
smoking a cigar and everything.
enough.
He wasn't supple enough. Doughy.
So
He used to be. I don't know.
why
heavier
would
or something.
Oon be pissed about this movie? It appears to make him look kind of like a badass.
I know.
And he looks taller. Like, I don't know. I want to see it. Yeah. The hair sucks.
Yeah. that
Oon's
hair is-
hair. You see that stories are coming out, by the way, about Oon's aunt.
This is the wife of the guy that Oon killed and fed to the dogs, right?
Supposedly. Rumor has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was killed like December 12th last year, 2013.
You remember that, Mike?
I've read the story.
I knew you did.
Yeah, but that's the rumor, that he was fed to the dogs. I don't know if it's true. Now, I'll be honest with you. The story is a little hard to follow. That's all I'm going to say, and we'll see how well you follow along, Counselor, okay?
Got it.
Watch
the shells.
Watch the shells. Very good. You're going to have to pay attention to the shells. Everybody listening, pay attention to the shells. The aunt of North Korean tyrant Kim Jong-un suffered a fatal stroke during a heated phone call with the dictator just days after he executed her husband. Kim shocked the world last year when he had his mentor and uncle, Jang Song-taek, suddenly put to death after leaving the fate of Jang's wife with the dictator's aunt, Kim Jong-hye, in question. Kim Jong-hye was on the phone with her tyrannical nephew when she suffered a stroke. Defector Kang Myung-doo told CNN. She was rushed to the hospital where she later died. Kang is the son-in-law of former North Korean Prime Minister Kang Seung-san. The fate of Kim Kyung-hye has been the source of wild speculation since Jang's date with the firing squad, December 12, 2013. The Wall Street Journal, citing defector Kim Hyun-kwang, last week reported that the aunt fatally poisoned herself shortly after the hubby's execution. She didn't have the will to live, the defector said. Then back on the 31st of October, Halloween, the South Korean newspaper, Juang Daily, reported that...
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
No, that's good. We're just speaking Korean. Reported that Kim Kyung-hye was overcome by grief, suffered a cerebral hemorrhage, and has been in a vegetative state ever since.
Ooh, me sorry, me no speaking Chinese.
That's okay. It's Korean. Korean. I speak. June Ang Daily cited defector Park Sang-hak, who said, I was told she had a stroke over the shock of Jang's death.
I don't feel like Chinese tonight anyway.
All right. Did you follow all that?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, the aunt had a stroke when she heard about the uncle dying.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're just going to Cliff Notes the shit out of it, yeah, I guess. You weren't supposed to get all that. You were supposed to pay attention to all
Well,
that.
on the phone with Oon was so powerful and mighty.
She just had a stroke.
Yeah, he almost sent, bad vibes through the phone line.
She
He's
was
a
probably
supreme
going,
being.
she was probably going, no, seriously, nephew, where is my husband? And he went, fed to dog. And then she went,
Yeah,
and that was it.
aneurysm.
You followed all that, really?
Yeah, just got to keep your eye on the...
Did you follow it, E?
I
I didn't think so.
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
He's on Facebook. He's done.
was-
He's
no.
done for the day. He
No.
gave up after the first 3 minutes of the show.
No, I was
He took
full on
offense.
sitting there listening to that. I really was.
No, he's
If you
tuned
pa-
out.
If you paid attention, I actually sat there and went like this or whatever. I don't know. I put my arms folded and listened to the whole thing. Well, you don't have to. I don't believe that's what happened.
Did you give him the eye?
I did. Hey, who wouldn't love a new iPad
I would.
or MacBook Air to download the latest episode of the Detroitcast? Well, Nationwide Surplus can set you up. They sell everything computer-related, from laptops, servers, PCs, to the latest Apple equipment. Check them out at nationwidesurplus.com. They have amazing deals on computers, accessories, and components. And there's free shipping on hundreds of items. And guess what? If you shop now and use the promo code PINKHAT, you get an additional 10% off your purchase, right, Big E?
Yes, sir.
Is that Mike's brother?
That's Mike Hat's brother, yeah.
Okay.
Don't wait. Those iPad 3s with 32 gigs are on sale now for $269.99. They're going to sell quick. I think they do have a few left, but go get them while they last. Check them out. That's nationwidesurplus.com.
Should we take a quick break?
Sure.
And then we'll come back, and the Police Officers Association has responded to the St. Louis Rams, and Charles Barkley made some interesting comments about the whole Ferguson issue just a couple days ago. He was talking to Mike, it's one of the
ESPN guys.
No, he's from where's Barkley from? Philly.
Oh.
I think he's a DJ in Philadelphia. Maybe he's at an ESPN affiliate. I'm not sure. But he talked to him, and you can. I love that about Barkley, that you can go, what do you think about Cosby? What do you think about Ferguson? And he'll give you a real answer. It's refreshing to hear. So we'll play a little bit of his comments about Ferguson as well. We'll do that next on the Detroitcast.
The Detroitcast continues after this short break.
Hey there, it's Steve Gabarra, the general manager at Zott Ford, the Ford dealership on I-75 at exit 98. It's November, which means it's not hot, but it's a great time to clear the lot. Get a new 2014 Ford F-150 Super Cab 4x4 XLT for $269 a month on a 24-month lease. Turn up your radio, because you heard right. At Zott Ford, you can get a brand new F-150 for just $269 a month. Get the details and check out our massive inventory at ZottFord.com.
The Detroit Cast continues now, bitches. Here's Mike and Jay.
All right, we're back. Welcome back to the Detroit Cast, Tuesday edition of said Detroit Cast with Mike and Jay. Round 2 of the Smelling Salts. Oh, that hurt. You hurt my core yesterday, Jay.
Shit.
My core is damaged.
You hurt your core by not doing anything for the last 25 years.
Whatever that. I don't want to get into the back and forth about what
Mike
happened.
planked for the first time in his life.
Yes.
Excellent form, by the way.
Thank you.
Excellent form, and I think he held about 2 minutes or something.
Yeah, which doesn't seem like much.
Which, when you compare it to E's plank,
25 seconds?
Form and duration.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. So he's sore. She couldn't even sit up today. So what's the difference? Who cares?
What are you talking about? I'm sitting right now.
You said you had a hard time even sitting up.
He was taking a crap.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would occur, though.
Because it hurt my core. You hurt my core. That's why I don't work out, Jay. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Dogging will get you attacked by dogs. Planking, I'd rather dock than plank.
God.
I don't know about that.
Chinese finger cuff.
Yes.
Oh, that's so gross.
Hey, our holiday shirt is up.
Yep.
Do you like it?
I do like it.
We have a link finally.
We have a link. $20. Go see it.
Yep.
I think you'll like it. If you haven't seen it already.
Jay decided to sell it on the cheap, so
That's right.
so we don't make any money off it.
That's fine.
Yep. So that's what we're doing.
We got
$20.
We got an email about
Giving
that
them away.
too. David emailed in, wanted to know, I don't have cable on the shirt.
Oh, it's not. No,
It's not, okay.
I don't have cable. It's one we missed.
Next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Well,
Yeah, Jay won't have cable next year either.
Hopefully not next year.
Next year's shirt will have I have cable on it, hopefully.
Hey, I got an email that follows up on what we were discussing before. K-Dog writes in.
Oh, no. K-Dog is an asshole.
Yeah, he is. And this will prove it. He says, I taught myself Cool Edit Pro on my lunch break, having never used it before, and put together a best-of show attached. You might want to give it a quick listen. I know I can't compete with all the training Big E received at Specs, but it's not bad for a first pass at a new software program. K-Dog.
Do we have it?
Fine.
We've got a best-of sitting right
Can we
here.
hear it?
Go ahead.
I mean,
maybe can Timco pull it up?
Yeah, let me. Okay. You can noodle in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it in your email
Yeah,
or is it in?
He pushed it directly to me. But
Well, he can't get into your email.
hold on.
You can?
Yeah.
Well,
I got it.
apparently Timco's going into
Welcome to
Jay's.
the Detroit Cast. Here
Oh,
are
nice.
your hosts, Mike
Sounds
and
good.
Jay.
Yep.
So
Sounds
far.
good so far.
Oh, that's how it's supposed to fade in. Hello. Welcome to the Detroit Cast with Mike and Jay. I am Mike. That is Jay. There's Big E.
With the badge
Timco's
specs.
here. With the badge specs in hand. Yeah, he's got to have something to fiddle with. K-Dog in the house. Hi, hey, buddy.
Of course, K-Dog's there on his best.
Yeah, the unarmed teen. Our friend Michael Brown, his folks. God damn it.
Holy shit. K-Dog.
K-Dog is an asshole. K-Dog is an asshole. Now you're just being a smartass.
How long are we into the show?
We're 17 minutes in.
We've got this whiteboard, see?
We are?
And we write our...
What a dick.
In 2 months, he's a stone-cold killer, that guy.
No, he's not. Look at those eyes. No, he just looks like what?
He's going to grow into those paws.
No, look at him. Look at those hands. Tell me that's not the most adorable thing. Can you imagine that guy bouncing around here? He'd be sitting on K-Dog right now. The shirt is coming. It'll be there, and I hope you guys like it. Really do. We put some serious work into it. K-Dog, thanks for the help with that. All right, everybody, we'll call it a day there for a Monday. You can guarantee we'll be back tomorrow with Tuesday.
Little K-Dog content.
You've been
Well,
listening to the Detroit
He's
Cast
learned
with
from,
your
I mean,
hosts, Mike and Jay.
what else is he going to do?
The
He's
model
learned-
that he has is you put everything about you that you can into your best of.
Yep.
That's how best ofs are built, apparently. K-Dog absolutely learned from you, E, clearly. And his best, I don't think his best of is long enough to sustain, but
It's a little bit clipped here and there, right?
a little bit. But it is a best of. I mean,
For a
in the
first
same
pass.
for a first pass.
At lunch.
He really did learn cool edit. Did he? Yes. He had to have. And the fades were impeccable. I mean, you would think he had years, and I mean like 13 years of training to pull that off. I mean, that sounded polished, professional. Wow.
Go ahead then, I guess.
Like I thought kind of common sensity type thing, like common sensey that you would know how to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, K-Dog clearly followed your model about how to put together a best of as far as content goes, that it really doesn't count on the hosts so much as
I'm not. I might
players.
Really go through and count how many stories. I'm not kidding. I was not. There was no chance that you guys talked more than.
Well, where did K-Dog learn it from then?
From what you guys are saying.
I don't think so. It sounds like he worked on it a few days ago, maybe.
Well, I don't. I guess I disagree. All I can say is I disagree.
Yeah, the date on that email. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, that was Saturday. So I don't know.
Okay, let me. Yeah, really? Let me see it.
Well, I can't let you into my email.
I know you just got it, you bastard. I know
Security
you just
concerns.
got it.
Security concerns. I wouldn't let you into my email either. That email is for Jay and Timko.
Hey, less. I don't want to deal with that drama. I don't care.
I know. Clearly. Good job, K-Dog. Way to go, buddy. You're
Fine.
still an asshole, though. The St. Louis Police Department profoundly disappointed that the St. Louis Rams players came out with their hands up in a show of support.
We talked about it yesterday. What was it? Their receiving core, their 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah.
Were they home or away?
They were home.
Okay.
Yep, they were home taking on the Raiders. Jared Cook and Kenny Britt, Stedman Bailey, Chris Givens, and Austin.
What was the crowd's reaction?
I don't know. I was wondering about that because
somebody said, a friend of mine said, oh, I kind of thought maybe they were away because I heard a lot of boos. But,
really?
Yeah, but I didn't hear it myself. So.
Yeah, I was listening to it, but I didn't hear much at the time. It was just now. It wasn't. I wasn't watching the game itself. I just saw a clip of it. Cook said the players believed it was important to do something. We haven't been able to go down to Ferguson to do anything because we have been busy. Secondly, it's kind of dangerous down there, and none of us want to get caught up in anything. Yeah, that's the problem.
It's peaceful protests.
Yeah, so we wanted to come out and show our respect to the protests and to the people who have been doing a heck of a job around the world. Wow, the narrative that's been created. Thanks, CNN. Nice narrative. This is
Dorian.
Thanks, Dorian Johnson. This is such bullshit. And I love, playing off of this. Obama is holding meetings, yesterday on Ferguson, is going to discuss the situation in Ferguson. I'm glad our president's taking time out to address this with the nation.
Again.
Yeah. He's going to meet with, he met with his cabinet, civil rights leaders. That's always good. So he had a good one-on-one with Reverend Al. That's good. Law enforcement officials and others. And then we have, is that the video? Let's see if we can hear anything.
Moments ago, as the Rams came out of the tunnel, Tavon Austin and Kenny Britt acknowledged the events in Ferguson, and they were joined by the rest of the receiving corps.
They're being booed. Yeah.
As they ran out onto the field, there is extra security here today. About 50
Why? Why do you need
extra
extra security? Just peaceful protest.
Jones Dome, and some plainclothes officers down on the field as well.
I bet those plainclothes officers love that.
God, the Rams and their social statements this year, huh? I tell you.
Yeah, really.
Michael Sam,
and now Michael Brown. Ridiculous. So yeah, they want the NFL to make a national apology, which the NFL will not be doing, and they want to talk to the Rams too about it. So nothing will come of that at all.
Nope.
It just sounds very uneducated to me, like they don't really know what the situation is. Fortunately, there are some in that community that
who look
do.
at the evidence.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, and then go, yeah.
Let me make my own decision on what I feel that shows.
Yeah. So why don't we hear from Chuck Barkley, our old friend Charles Barkley, who did an interview with Mike Masinski or something out of Philadelphia. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Missinelli. But yeah, here's what Chuck had to say, and it starts out talking about, was it the black people looting, or, well, you'll pick it up as we go.
You know, there's this perception, you know, we're talking about Russell Wilson. There's a faction of black people, you know, I grew up with these guys. When you try to do well in school, they tell you you're acting white. When you speak intelligent, they're telling you you're acting white. We should have more black kids speaking correctly. We should have more black kids going to college, getting great jobs. You know, part of the problem is we teach. That's one of the reasons I made the role model commercials. We tell blacks unless they can be entertainers or jocks, they're not successful. We can be doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers, policemen, but there's a perception among some black people, and I got more support now than I got negativity. I know some of the that's like them jackasses who are looting. Those aren't real black people. Those are scumbags. No, real black people, they're not out there looting. I just watched a great story on CNN where a bunch of folks, really amazing folks, wouldn't let them burn down an establishment. It was a great story. You know, I was in Philly this summer when I saw 4 black kids went in a store and left money when nobody was in the store. But unfortunately, the way the media portrays a lot of black people, we only put the negative black people on television, Mike. We don't put the good, hard-working black people. And that's what I said, and that's what I meant. There's a perception among some black people, you're not a thug, a hood rat, you don't wear your pants down by your ass, you're not black enough. And they always holding us back, plain and simple. And I ain't shutting up, and I ain't backing down.
Well, and you never do. So since you brought up Ferguson, let's bring that up because we've been talking about it in the first hour of this show. Your reaction to the reaction in Ferguson, now not me as a white person, I see that as a reflection of black America's mistrust of white authority and the American judicial system. And I mean, to me, it was going to happen because there's just no trust out there. How did you see that whole situation?
Well, I thought it was really unfortunate. Like I say, I need to really read the grand jury because, you know, Mike, we live in a quick story media, social network situation. You know, I'm hearing things today I haven't heard at all. You know, that even the black witnesses said this guy came 20 feet at the officer. They were fighting inside the car and 2 bullets went off. You know, I didn't know the kid came. I mean, the blood splatter, so the guy came at the cop 20 feet. I'm not saying who's right or wrong. I'm just hearing the true story that came out of the grand jury investigation.
Yeah, the evidence would lead you to believe that the officer acted properly. But the mistrust, black people aren't going to ever see that. And that's where the problem lies.
Well, but let me just say this, man. I think we have to be, I know I'm black, but I'm going to try to always be honest and fair. We have to be really careful with the cops, man, because if it wasn't for the cops, we'd be living in the wild, wild west in our neighborhoods. I think we can't pick out certain incidents that don't go our way and act like the cops are all bad. I hate when we do that because think about it. Do you know how bad some of these neighborhoods would be if it wasn't for the cops? Listen, first of all, it's always great to play Monday morning quarterback. Like he shot him a lot. Like, well, if you got a gun and you're fighting with somebody, you're not going to shoot him once. You're going to pull the trigger X amount of time. Like I say, I don't know what happened in Ferguson. Nobody knows what happened. I want to take the time as a responsible person, read the grand jury statement. Like I say, I didn't know they got to fight inside the car. That what tells me something like, wow, there's 2 shots in the car, and it's been proven that the young kid came toward this guy for, I want to say 22 feet. I didn't know that until this morning because the media has rushed. You know, I can't believe anything I hear on television. Even.
Well, you got to understand that most of this evidence, though, is coming from the mouth of the police officer. That there isn't a witness
but there's forensic evidence.
Yeah, the forensic evidence would indicate that he acted properly, but he's also telling the story, and I don't know.
Yeah,
like
the other witness.
But I'm saying, I was 3 or 4 witnesses who were black said exactly what the cops said. See, that's why I don't like talking about racial stuff with the media, because, like, they love this stuff. They love to see a great, not even a great story. Controversy sells, unfortunately. It's just an awful situation. A young kid got killed. Man, and the cops are the last line of defense, we shouldn't just jump to conclusions.
No, I got you. I got you. And again, but we're going to jump to conclusions, especially
Anyway.
Black America.
Chuck completely gets it.
Totally.
You know, he's
Why is
totally
that so
open-minded.
hard? Yeah.
And he just gets it.
It bothers me because I feel like we're that way too. Like, I don't have to be blind to anything that and just divide it down the middle and go, well, he's white, he's innocent. Oh, he's black, well, he must have done something.
Right.
No, not at all. I don't feel that way at all. But and when you do that, it makes it very easy to look at the whole scope of a situation like Ferguson and go, we said it day one. Great. You want to march for some reason and cause? Go ahead. Knock yourself out. There are plenty of real reasons to do it. You've got the wrong martyr here. Wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit.
No, it's interesting to hear Chuck say that. And, you know, I think, interestingly, Cosby kind of, not on this particular Ferguson situation, but just, you know, black youth.
Yeah.
And
Been saying it
interaction.
for 30 years.
He has been. And that was one good thing about Cosby is he always spoke out like that and, you know, for the better of people, you know, and then fortunately the rape allegations come along, kind of wipe a lot of that aside, but that's the message he's been preaching.
The lesson
for a
was
long
still
time.
in there, Jay.
Yeah.
It was still in there. He wanted 20 years ago black kids to pull your fucking pants up.
Right.
I mean, just some of it seems so simple, and the Mike Brown thing is just so frustrating because when you see this you know, hands up, don't shoot cause running across the country, and you know that anybody that would say that doesn't know what really happened in that situation.
Yeah.
And it's I don't
Or
know.
they're just chosen their side, you know,
Yeah.
either politically or racially, and they're gonna, with blinders on, just follow that side. That's
Yeah.
annoying. That's really annoying.
It's very annoying. It is. I wish more of them would have just gone off to soon and let this shit settle down for a little bit. You know what I mean?
But it is cool to hear an African American guy like Chuck just come out and say that and be real and be completely open, because, you know, you and I can say that, but at the end of the day, we're just a couple white guys.
We're just racist white guys.
Yeah,
Well, I am.
So,
I'm
right.
a racist white guy.
No, so it's easier to just kind of dismiss, well, you know,
Well,
they're
of
just
course
white, they're
they
white
say
guys,
that.
so that's how they feel.
White privilege their whole lives.
Yeah.
They're blind to anything going on. All the injustice going on in this country. It's the same line that's been said since the 50s. It's the same shit running in circles. Well, let's do that. It's like at some point you'd think you'd get sick of marching for shit that nothing changes. And there's only one way it's going to change, and it's going to take a cultural shit inside that world to change it. There's nothing you can do, Jay. There's nothing I can do to change it. It's got to come from within, and
Right, a mindset.
a mindset has to change. And this idea of raising your kids to be fearful of the police at all times, like all of that shit needs to just, it's the same thing we see on the other side of the world in a sense.
Right.
Where it's like if you're just raising another generation to mistrust, and I'm not saying that there aren't examples where injustices go on, but there are injustices against all people. It's not just black people who have injustice against them, believe it or not. Believe it or not. The cops kill more white people than they do black people every year.
Well, I loved how Chuck, too, eyes wide open to the media influence, too. You know,
Yeah.
even though he's a member of it,
Yeah.
calls them out.
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah.
Because it's true. It's
awful.
ridiculous. It's terrible.
Hey, we got another one in. Hate to pile on, but
Oh, boy. No, you don't. But it's okay.
Clearly don't, or he wouldn't read it. But
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it's okay. We'll
Ray writes in.
we'll see what
Jay,
he's got to say.
Although it doesn't matter.
I'll allow it.
I hate
I'll
to
allow
read
it.
something like this.
No, you don't. But okay.
Does it hurt you more than it hurts him?
It does. Ray writes in. Jay,
It
you're
does,
100% right. I don't want to be right in this instance. I wish I was wrong.
See, I'm.
You know what though? This does hurt Jay more than it hurts me because I don't care. But
Yeah.
Listening
I don't know
to
if I
the
agree with
shows-
that, but
listening to the shows Thursday and Friday made me think either E was really fucking lazy,
Oof.
or in his mind he was posting the best of the best ofs. Which was it, E?
Neither.
E is pissed.
He is.
He can
No,
say,
I'm not.
"Oh, I don't care.
Serious.
I don't care. I don't care."
No,
When's
I'm
the last
not
time you
pissed.
heard E talk during this show? He's pissed.
He's very.
He shut down after
Okay,
minute 2.
Which means
shut down.
Which means this
Say
show is
whatever the fuck.
completely void of best of capabilities.
I don't want to get in the way. I don't want to get in the way.
He's shut down. He's done.
I'm
He's
not-
cashed
no,
it
I'm
in. He
not.
might as well take his headphones
okay.
off and leave.
He's not checking any part of this discussion today for best of potential.
No.
He's already made the decision. Much like people in Ferguson, Missouri, the decision's been made.
Oh my God.
This best of is a wash.
Son of a bitch.
There was
You're gonna
no
fucking-
best of from Tuesday, December 2nd, 2014.
Rush to judgment.
0. You've already judged the show. He admitted.
So have you. So you've judged me, just like you guys have judged me. So
Well,
whatever.
we're judging based on your behavior.
No, well, I'm not even. That's ridiculous. What was I gonna say? I have nothing. Never mind. I don't care.
What you don't blame the victim just because Jay's bringing you the evidence from.
These are people just writing to me. I don't know.
This isn't evidence, by the way. This is.
He's doing what you do with a grand jury.
Myself?
He's putting all the evidence out on the floor so that it can be judged fairly and
That's how
clearly.
much you disrespect Ray's viewpoint right there. Listener Ray.
You just crumpled it up and threw it for the record.
I disagree with what he said. So.
For the record, you tossed it like a girly man. Didn't even make it to the recycle box.
Nope, not even close.
It's indicative of his poor planking. He's just out
poor
of shape.
core. Poor core.
I'm worried about his contents.
Other than
coming
Jay,
up.
I'm
Poor
probably
core
the-
from the norm core. What were you going to say, E?
Never mind. I don't care.
Finish your thought. Come on.
No, I'm good.
Go there.
I'm good.
Go there. Call him out if you want.
I wasn't calling Jay.
Yes, you were. You probably were.
I said other than Jay, I'm the second most in shape person in this room right now, probably.
Ooh, is that a shot at me and Timko?
Yes.
That wasn't very called for. Jay, did you think that was called for?
We know who's better at planking. What other physical?
I don't know. I'm not actually
Right.
that good in shape. Actually, I can only.
Not even close. Not even a little bit. Very supple.
Way
totally.
better. I'm more in shape than you.
I don't know. I planked way longer than you did. Way.
One day.
I mean, like way longer than you.
You did it for what, 2
Unbelievably correct form.
Why do you need me here then? You guys, I'm just gonna. What do you need me?
That's
for?
a great. No, that's a fair question.
I don't. Should I
That's a
just
fair
not
question.
come tomorrow? Maybe I won't. I don't know.
That's a very fair question. Thank you for bringing that up. I didn't want to say it, but
You're-
since you brought it up,
I guess I don't need to be here. I can just go home.
okay. You got to be to work early.
Not tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So I only work Wednesday through Saturday. So
Does it seem like we talk about not just Big E a lot? Well, the best of say we talk about him an awful lot, but St. Louis issues a lot.
Yeah, just everything from the death penalty in Missouri.
You
know, just everything. This latest one you're gonna pick up here. This dude that was hammered to death.
Yeah, which you would think means he drank himself to death.
No, he was literally hammered to death.
Literally hammered to death.
Damn it, dude.
Yeah, they've got a couple teenagers in custody, a third who they know the name of, and possibly a fourth. These kids attacked and killed 32-year-old Zamir Begic early yesterday morning. The teens bludgeoned him to death with hammers.
Wow.
Something about this. 2 male suspects, aged 15 and 16, were arrested by police. Police apparently have the nickname of the third. Police said this guy was in his vehicle about 1:15 in the morning when several juveniles approached and began damaging his car. He got out to confront the juveniles who began yelling at him and hitting him with hammers.
I gotta be honest, dude. At 1:15 in the morning, I don't care if I sound like a pussy. If I was parked like in a Dearborn or something like that, and people started hammering my car, I'm just dropping away, dude. I'm not getting out and like confronting
you against
them.
4.
He suffered injuries to his head, abdomen, face, and mouth. He died at St. Louis University Hospital. Last thing he did before he actually died was pull me out of the way and put himself in front of me, basically giving up his life for me, his wife said.
So that's pretty good look.
Yeah. She's single.
Yeah, she is on the market. Hey, can't mourn forever, right?
That's right, E. At least... Now, this is where they lose me on this story. Just a tad. Sad story. It's awful. At least 50 people, mostly fellow Bosnians, filled the intersection where he was killed Sunday night in a protest of violence against local Bosnians.
Oh, boy.
See what we've started now?
Yeah.
The
It's like K-Dog following the model of the best of, You've now got your model
Yep.
to protest the death
Bosnians. They,
whomever.
like, can someone, I'd love to be racist against Bosnians, add them to the list, but I don't even know how to identify a Bosnian. You would literally have to tell me that you're a Bosnian before I could even think to get a hammer out and hit you with it.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't even know how to criticize a Bosnian. Like what's wrong with Bosnians?
I don't know.
What's the stereotype against Bosnians?
I can't name a one.
No.
They've got nice hair.
Well, he did at one time.
Yeah. not anymore. But yeah, they there's no indication that the gentleman last night was targeted because he was Bosnian. That's what the police said. Sam Dotson. There's no indication that they knew each other. Another St. Louis, here's the problem. Another St. Louis Bosnian, who was 49, claims to have also been in the car with Bejic. He told the St. Louis Dispatch the teens began attacking him. He ran and hid in the parking lot across the street. I was afraid that if one of them had a gun, they were going to shoot me, so I didn't know what to do. Nice. That's what E would do, by the way.
Oh, yeah. That's
Jay's getting beat with a hammer.
He said it.
Gone.
Yeah. One guy's got to die. It's him, not me.
Are you saying if we were in a situation where they're beating you down and...
If I saw somebody attacking Jay with a hammer, I would fucking launch myself at them.
E, what would you do?
Run like a bitch.
It depends on if I think I could stop it or not, I guess. If I felt like I could stop it. Well, we know what Timko would do.
Timko would leg whip.
A leg whip, you got the elbow to the throat.
There we go.
There's no way I could stand by and watch Jay just get beat with hammers to death. I would take at least one of them fuckers out.
E? Come on, man.
E? You're gone, aren't you? You'd run back to get your pink hat before you would save Jay, right?
No, I don't know. I'd probably... I mean, joking aside.
Honestly, no bullshit. Honestly, do you think...
If they were my friend, dude, there's no way I would just run away. No way. Depends on how good a friend, though. I only have a very few amount of friends.
Like if it was Chubbs, you'd obviously go back for Chubbs.
I'd go back for Chubbs.
You'd go back for Ty. Your mom?
My family.
Yeah, that's kind of on the fence with that one.
On the fence with some family.
With Nana, would you let Nana go? Nana's getting hammered.
Yeah, she's done.
Okay. Dad? Is Dad getting hammered?
Too.
I know. You're Nana's a
gonna do,
goner. I knew Nana was a goner. I knew Nana was done.
Dad would be iffy. Dad would be iffy.
Oh my God!
Would you save me?
Yeah, I guess.
This is
over
chilling.
your dad.
This is chilling.
My dad's turns 60 years old next year. It's the numbers game.
No, it's an insurance game, is what it is.
I look at life as a numbers game.
It's a will and insurance game that you're playing right now.
But if someone's
you're
younger,
doing the calculation in your mind.
No, my dad doesn't. I don't think I got any money coming towards. I mean, it's not. I don't think.
It's all going to your sister, so you'd have to take her out too.
He's splitting the insurance proceeds by 3. He's doing his best to.
Like I would save my sister because she's younger than me.
A third or a
she has
fourth
more
or
life.
whatever. So she's got to go then, right?
No, she can. I justify saving lives based on like my sister's younger than me, so like I'm older. So I've lived more life.
Because
so
only old people die, right? Because usually people live. Yeah, you never see a young person die, right?
I mean, in your dad at 60, he's only got another 40 years to live.
I'm
so
serious. What would the maybe my dad, but what would be the I'm sorry, I love my grandma. What would be the fucking point of me getting in a situation where I have to die at 30 to save her at 90?
Because you're a man and you're gonna defend your nana.
But she could die tomorrow.
You
literally.
came from Nana's loins.
She could die tomorrow. Like she could die tonight.
So could you, asshole.
Yeah, but the chance
trying to save Nana.
It's a numbers game, though. Mathematically, why would I risk my life to save somebody?
Pure selfishness.
But if Jay or I didn't work on this show, which is connected to your chances of success in the future,
I gotta save you guys right now.
Yeah,
sure.
but if we weren't doing this show and
9 months ago, what would you do to me?
Yeah,
I wouldn't give a fuck about Jay.
Now
I fucking love him, dude. I was hugging him drunk on some last
too many
night.
times.
Well, I did it though, nonetheless.
So now you you just admitted you'd let Jay get hammered to death.
No, I mean not now though.
But okay,
not right now.
And me, you would
not right now.
You would try to help. You would tell him, scream at him to stop or something.
But you have to think about your dad and I'm serious,
and Nana's
man.
a goner, Jay.
That's fucking twisted, dude. Please take it back. I'm gonna allow you the opportunity right now. Take it back.
Don't do it.
I will not take back my grandma.
Nana's a goner, Jay. Just kiss Nana goodbye. Just let it go, Jay. Let it go.
You're
Nana's
awful. Honest to God, that's awful.
I think it's dude. It would be. I don't.
Since
think
when do you try to use logic in anything?
I don't.
Here
think
you are.
My grandma would want me to risk my life at 30.
I gotta think maybe she would. I think maybe she would.
All the 3 of us would try to save your Nana.
I know. I don't even know Nana, except that she sits on a dining room couch and you change her maxi.
Well, you'd be stupid for doing that.
And you stole her blouse.
I think it'd be stupid for doing it.
I think Nana would be grateful. She better hope that one of us would.
No, she wouldn't, because she wouldn't even know what happened in 10 minutes. Do it, and then 10 minutes later, I'd be dead, and she'd forget who I was. She doesn't even know who I was. She probably started attacking me.
Would you want somebody to save you if you're being attacked at that age?
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's help me! Help me!
Awful.
I need to be famous. Help me! I don't want to die. Ever.
Nana's a goner, Jay. You're just gonna have to let that one go. You're just gonna have to let Nana go.
But your dad, please tell me.
Don't do it,
E.
Hold your ground.
I can't say 100%.
You are fucked up. You are fucked up, man.
I'm really trying to think. If you're,
dude, he has given everything.
I know,
for,
dude,
you're driving his car.
Don't fold it.
You're living in his
Don't
house
fold
at the age of 30.75.
Hang in there, buddy.
If-
It'll be over
if
soon.
I-
You're watching
okay,
HBO on demand that he pays for.
Hang in there. It'll be over
if
soon.
I did it for my dad, it would be based on
If.
those merits.
Big if.
It'd be based on the fact.
Because of what he gave you. You are a piece of shit, man.
It's reactionary. in
You
that
are
moment.
the
You're not
definition of a piece of shit.
That's
You
why I
are.
said he'd be a piece of Shih Tzu if he was a dog.
I just don't see. I don't know.
Stand your ground. Hold your ground.
It's just, God, the selfishness is just, it's unbelievable to me. And he's totally serious.
Oh,
I'm
I know
looking
he
at him
is.
and he's
Oh, I know.
absolutely serious.
Yeah, he'd save me before his own father, who actually supports him.
Because he's got something in it.
Yeah.
Invested.
Dude, you're just, you're repulsive.
I just see things very differently, I suppose.
Do you know how many people are screaming at their radios right now?
Get him, Jay!
I can't believe it. I mean,
Why? Tell me the logic behind saving a 9-year-old
Jay,
person
explain the logic.
over me, a 30-year-old
Yeah,
man.
Jay. You explain why Nana deserves to live.
Survival of the fittest.
he's just inhuman. I mean, he's, I mean, put being a man aside. He's inhuman, this guy.
You know what? I don't like.
It's complete selfishness. Everything is geared toward him and what makes him happy and what makes him survive another day and what gets him closer to his weird-ass goal that we're pulling him toward.
We're rewarding him.
Yes.
By the way, for the record, I do not think for a second that you would take one step towards those perps if they were attacking Jay or me with a hammer. Just for the record. Let me just get that on the record.
Yeah, he might wish he did after.
Yes.
Like, oh shit, that would have been good for me in the long run had I. That's what would have happened.
Dude, I was going to throw a rock at the guys, but then they might have seen me, and then why? They were already going to kill Jay, so why do we both get killed?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I know how your twisted head thinks.
I don't think it's as twisted as some. I don't think it's as twisted as people will take it. But.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? Did you see this?
Yeah, this is crazy.
The Taliban.
Oh, they're getting creative.
They are. Imagine this. You're walking down a street in Afghanistan, and you see a bird fitted with a bomb vest.
What?
There's a picture of this. I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it.
There is a bird wearing a bomb vest, surveillance camera, and GPS tracker. And these guys shot it dead over the weekend as it walked along an Afghanistan thoroughfare over the weekend. Yeah. Authorities think the Taliban were behind the suicide mission. The terrorist do-it-yourself drone appears to be a mysterious white and brown bird no bigger than an eagle. It was spotted on the war-torn region of northern Bab on Saturday after cops noticed an antenna attached to its body. Officers grew suspicious of the fowl and decided to shoot.
There's an antenna attached over. What's going on over there?
Wait a minute. Where are you going, sir?
That doesn't.
Get back here, sir. So they
Just have a few questions.
They shot the bird and it exploded. Shot
man.
metal shit everywhere. It detonated. They now believe the aerial assassin could have been deployed on a surveillance mission by the Taliban. Police added that the bird was not native to the area and appeared larger than an eagle. We are gathering all the stuff but found parts of what looks like a GPS and a small camera. Yeah, there's the bird.
I mean, come on.
Isn't that crazy?
Good idea, actually.
Train the bird to fly somewhere specific?
Yeah,
I mean, it
but
could
think-
fly right back into your camp and blow up.
But no
Yeah.
human life spent. Wow.
There it is. There's the picture of it with his antenna on. How do you catch a bird, by the way?
What do you mean?
How do you even catch one? Do you just walk up and tell it to hold it right there, mister, and go up and scoop him up?
Stop, bird. You
Freeze.
stop.
Freeze,
Did
bird.
they say it was walking up the road? Yeah.
The road.
Thoroughfare?
Yeah, the public
Oh,
thoroughfare.
God, dude, I don't know, man. They're grasping at shit.
Over the summer, Hamas fighters used a donkey as a suicide bomber.
You heard of dolphins, or porpoise or whatever back in the day?
Porpoise?
Porpoises.
Porpoise, I know. I knew that.
Back in the day, right, during
they
the
would
Cold
go
War, there was
underwater.
Yeah, there was all this.
Obviously
we
underwater.
trained dolphins, and the Russians have their dolphins and shit.
Yeah,
that was crazy
when
enough.
they would go seek bombs and shit, right? Yeah.
But then you kind of couple that with, well, they are really smart, but
some would say
fucking birds. I mean, what are you gonna do with it? Hey, go bird, go. A bird's gonna do what it wants. You can't train a bird to fly into somewhere and blow itself up. You can train it to kind of, do shit like they do at SeaWorld. They fly around, come back to their arm,
Yeah, but I think what they're saying with the GPS tracker, they would know where it went, and as soon as it got to a spot where there were a lot of people, they just detonate it.
Yeah, Jay.
Okay.
Because there's a
somebody's
camera
just
on it.
constantly monitoring, hoping it wanders into
They're
something
flying.
relevant.
They want it to be over here. It's flying.
Yeah,
over
it's
there.
like, he's just still in the woods over there. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Just keep watching.
You just got it literally at one button and just like
Seems
ready to...
impractical to me. It's like there's got to be an easier way.
Did we detonate the bird yet?
Like, I don't
Nah,
know.
he's still in the nest. I mean, we could torch his eggs, but
Send a rocket-propelled grenade at us or something. Messing with birds.
it's a big-ass bird, too. As far as that donkey, they loaded this animal up with explosives and pushed it towards a group of Israeli soldiers.
See, I was going to say that. What about a horse? You could put him at the start, beginning of front of the town and just kind of and run into town and blow
No
up.
horse wants to be playing that game.
Right.
Horses don't want to get involved.
A giraffe with big saddlebags on it.
Yeah, but they don't want to play like
you just bring them into like the entrance of town, and just slap them in the ass like in the movies, and they run in there.
Yeah. Well, that's what they tried to do with this donkey. They pushed it towards a group of Israeli soldiers, but it exploded without injuring anyone. So they killed the donkey.
Jay, can you imagine? What are they going to... A donkey? So what are they... Oh, come on! Like, at that point, just chuck the bomb.
Hey, Frank chimes in. Tell E the best of this weekend was E heavy. So
it was.
They're all going to say it now. It's become the cool thing to say.
No, I think...
I don't think that's very
Frank's an
normal
honest guy
at all right now.
Well, someone on my Facebook wall just said they love the best of. So there you go.
Was it a Fady?
Travis.
His name Chubbs.
They love that.
Was it
Chubbs
Ty?
doesn't even listen. So
Nice. You can't even get your friends to listen.
I can't. My friends don't give a fuck about me because I don't give a fuck about them.
So why would you take a possible hammer beating for Chubbs if he doesn't quote unquote give a fuck about you?
Actually, Chubbs does care. Chubbs is one of the few.
You
friends.
just said it 2 seconds ago that Chubbs doesn't give a fuck about you.
Most of my other friends. Chubbs is the only. Chubbs, Ty, and maybe 5. I have maybe 5 select friends. Ty's big one, yeah. Ty Gross.
Tai Chung Gross.
He doesn't like it when I say that full name.
Why?
Because it's kind of racist.
He was the guy I barred from coming to the limo night.
I remember. That wasn't racially motivated, right? Your decision not to include him?
That's a good point. It might have been.
Huh.
Although Jay has an Asian sister.
A guy with an Asian sister.
Yeah.
Boy, do I hate Asians.
Hey, any businesses or groups out there need a huge savings on computers or electronic equipment? If that's you, contact nationwidesurplus.com. They've got everything computer-related. They can offer great deals on bulk purchases of hardware and software, everything from laptop server scanners, projectors, and more. They've got it all. And they also buy decommissioned equipment. Check them out at nationwidesurplus.com. Shop now. Use the promo code PINKHAT. You get an additional 10% off your purchase. That's big savings just for the mention of the Detroit Cast. So don't wait. Check them out. It's nationwidesurplus.com. Great selection of computer products and equipment at incredible low prices. I want to thank them for joining the show.
And don't forget, Zott Ford and Holly has over 200 pre-owned vehicles in stock, plus all the Fusions, Escapes, and Foci that you could ever want to choose from, and they pay way too much for your trade. So come in now, enjoy the Zott Ford experience. Go online to zottford.com. Don't forget that if you come in and tell them that the Detroit Cast sent you, they will have your new car detailed personally by Big E himself. And so, hey, Big E, you've been delivering cars.
I haven't delivered a new car, but I have picked people. I haven't delivered someone to their new car.
Oh, but you've taken people home who are getting service?
Right,
or something?
I've taken people home that are getting service or picked them up to come get them.
And they're okay with that?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Have they given you any instructions about what to do and what not to do?
Not
Like if someone invites you in for a drink.
I swear to God, it was like my first day, the first one they had me go pick someone up. It was literally like, okay, I got an address for you. Here you go.
Could this be a possible source of Congress for E?
That's what I was thinking.
You know? I was
like in a porn movie, that's what would happen.
Dude, you know what?
You would deliver a car and then
Driving a
someone would
hot
go.
MILF home?
You know
Yeah.
Well, the kids are at school. I just need a ride
All the
home.
candy you need is right here.
I totally already thought about it. And
Really?
Oh yeah, like the hope that maybe one of these would be like a kind of a 40-year-old cougar at home. Their husband works 90 hours a week, and then I roll up with a new car.
Instead, it's just some fat guy named Jeff.
Yeah. What if it's a Coogie? Does that count?
No, it does not
The
count.
customer's always right, E. The customer's always right. Are you going to go back and say that you disappointed a customer who just wanted a simple beacher?
Yes. If it's a guy, I will say yes.
Nice.
I will say that. No, but it is funny though, Jay. You might just because I really was I was just kind of like, okay, go pick somebody. No, I was gonna say just go pick somebody up and kind of whatever. No, fantasize. Yeah, hell yeah. Wouldn't you? I would think about it.
Yeah. Would you go in and do it? Would you call Steve and tell him?
Trust me, why?
Steve, I'm taking an early lunch.
You know what?
If you know what I mean.
It wouldn't last very long. I'm sure it wouldn't even. I mean, so. Oh, here we go. Are we gonna watch our Tigers or what?
Well, sort of. Big cats.
I
They
saw
count.
this. I watched this.
Did you? What'd you think? Do you think I need to get a lion?
Yeah, from what I understand, the lion is the only social
what I thought?
cat.
Is the guy was pretty
We
cool.
can get a lion. I'd be cool with that.
I thought the guy was pretty cool, but I also thought he kind of was like pretty into himself.
Well, whatever. I would be too if I had lions.
Small cameras onto Kevin
No, he seemed
Richardson
pretty cool.
to get a good look at
look at
the
him.
unique relationship he has with these animals.
I couldn't do that.
Wow.
First stop this morning, finding
Look at
two
him.
of his lions, Gabby
This is
and
crazy. See
Bobcat.
this, Jay?
Oh.
Watch this.
Oh, yeah, look at him
When they
go.
hear his call, they
look at
rush
him.
out to greet him like a long-lost friend.
Hello, my kitty. Oh. Oh.
Oh my God! Can you
This
imagine that?
emotional bond is incredibly rare.
Look at that long hair. Get a haircut, you hippie.
Ah, look at him.
How was last night? Did you enjoy? Did you have a good time?
Hey, wasn't there a guy like this with grizzly
His
bears?
ability to interact with
Yeah,
them
that
so
didn't go so well.
freely
Yeah.
is a result of
Then
the
he ended up
fact that
getting
he
eaten
has
by 'em.
known them since they were
Well,
cubs, when
that was a
Richardson
hurt one.
worked at a lion
Mhm.
park for tourists.
And old.
All of these
Look at
animals
these.
were born
He's
in
riding 'em.
captivity and can never be released into the wild. But they are far from tame and wouldn't accept any other human being getting this close to them.
Well.
Have you had a long day today?
Ah, what a
It's been
day.
horrible.
Look at that.
It's been a terrible day. You had to spend the
Look
entire
at that
day
dude.
out in the bush. Oh, what a nightmare.
That's awesome.
That's
You're very
awesome,
heavy, my boy.
Jay.
Can you get off me? Oh, thank you.
400 pounds.
Dude's gonna get eaten.
That's kind of you.
No, he's not.
Richardson himself acknowledges that the boundaries are different.
Look at
with
that. No
each
saddle
animal.
needed, Jay. No saddle
But
needed.
something he learned the hard way when he was bitten by a lion he didn't know well. We kept our cameras at a safe distance and at times shot from a drone hovering
Look at
overhead.
that beast.
Oh, he's
you
licking his
don't get
face.
nervous
He's licking
at
his
all when
face.
she's licking your face like that?
No, you gotta have trust that she's not going to do anything.
Okay.
Except pretend to
He's gonna get eaten.
bite you like that.
Ah, little nibble.
So right now she's just playing.
Awesome. So we can get a lion. I'm still not totally done with the tiger thing.
No, I'm out. You get a lion, tiger, I'm out.
Come on, Jay, look at him. He's got 24 lions, and they love
Again,
him.
I hearken back to the grizzly bear story. The dude is the same thing, exactly the same thing. Oh, look how tame they are. We're out in the wild. They've known them since they were cubs. And then the dude got eaten. And they found a video of him getting eaten.
Yeah, that was kind of disturbing. His wife had that locked away and destroyed. So we haven't heard that much of it.
Timothy Treadwell.
Treadwell. But
there he is. Oh, I love the bears. The bears love me.
Timothy was a dork. For the record, Timothy was a dork, and that old bear was kind of a dick.
What does having a dork have to do with it?
But I'll tell you, because he should have known better. That bear was old. It was about to hibernate, and it had it eaten, and it was too weak and to get
this
its own
asshole
food.
would analyze that any differently than my man Tim would. He'd go up, oh, I know, oh, I'm great with lions. Come here, lion, and the thing would just fucking bite his head off. He's gonna die, dude. And I
say that. King of the jungle like that, hanging out here, just chilling.
You
It's
will.
coming.
I won't.
Look at him. Look at that head. His head is literally 6 times the size of that guy's. No, he's not. They love him.
It's just stupid, dude. No.
What's stupid is bringing
enough
2
of it.
giraffes into this house.
No.
That is ridiculous. We are not bringing 2 giraffes into this house, Jay. I'm putting my foot down.
Why do we end every show with this discussion?
Because it was on 60 Minutes, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that is kind of strange timing. That was just yesterday, right?
Yep. Do we have any more email? Is there anything good?
We do. Let's do one, and then I gotta run.
Okay.
Dave writes in.
What?
Oh, he's the guy who sent in the pic of his girlfriend's ass in decast underwear. He reminds us.
Oh wow,
Remember
that was
that?
a nice ass.
Now that I've got
Thank
your
you for that.
attention, I'm a dude and not a gay dude, so don't get excited, E. I had to write you guys and tell you about one of the worst things that ever happened to me or possibly anyone. I'll try to keep the story short. My mom lives right by my work and was hosting Thanksgiving, so after work Wednesday, I decided I would just stay the night there and help out instead of going all the way home. So when I got there, I changed out of my work gear and took a shower. Her shower has a window in it, and the ledge acts as a shelf to hold shampoo, conditioner, etc.
Yep.
So anyway, the next day I take another shower. I know that's a concept Big E can't understand, but I trust Jay and Mike you guys do.
Sure.
While in said shower, I go to grab my toothbrush.
I do that too.
Do you?
Yeah. Get it all done at once.
All right, well, if you don't do that, then the rest of the story doesn't happen, so let that be a lesson.
Okay.
I go to grab my toothbrush and realize it's next to my mom's razor.
Oh, no.
And a little puddle of water. She showered before me that day. I didn't think anything of it, and as I was applying the toothpaste, I noticed a hair on it.
Oh, no!
In a moment of pure horror, I looked over at the razor, and in that same puddle, the head of my toothbrush was sitting, and it contained roughly 8 to 10 of my mom's gray pubes.
No!
So after a couple of dry heaves and a few moments of cursing to myself, I asked, what now? And that's when I thought of Eric. Would he pick his mom's gray pubes off his toothbrush and continue to brush his teeth, or would he chuck it in the garbage and go buy a new one? Well, after learning how important his teeth were last week, I decided to pick 2 of my mom's gray pubes off, rinsed it, and went for it, dry heaving and choking the whole time. I couldn't even look at her the rest of the day and avoided her to the point that she pulled me aside and asked if I was mad at her about something. I didn't tell her what happened or anybody for that matter.
And don't ever bring that up with your mother.
I lost quite a bit of respect for myself that day. The only bright spot out of that story is that I thought of my buds at the DCast would get a kick out of it, or at least I could get confirmation that Eric would do the same thing. Love the show, and I'm going to order a couple holiday shirts this week.
No, I wouldn't, dude.
You totally would.
No, I wouldn't.
Nanas?
What would you do?
How about
I'd
Nanas?
throw it out and just not brush that day and get a new one. I really would. I'd be that would freak the fuck. No,
Dude, you'd floss your teeth with your mom's pube.
No, I
Are you
wouldn't.
kidding me?
No, I wouldn't. I would absolutely. I'm sorry, dude. I'm being honest. I would not brush that day, and I would buy a new one the next day and start over again.
I've never done the whole toothbrush in the shower thing.
Neither have I.
Really?
Actually.
No, ever.
Why?
I don't know.
It's got a toothbrush holder on the caddy, on the shower caddy.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I've
why,
never
but
done it
I've
either.
never ever done that. I guess I've heard of that in passing.
It's
but,
nice. I got to admit,
Huh.
I've got toothbrushes outside the shower
but
as well.
that's the danger, you know, and so much of that shit gets moldy in there and stuff. I
Well, the
don't
other
think I
thing
want
is,
my toothbrush
honestly,
in
with your tooth, like with the toothbrush, and I know, like you said, this will sound like because of my
He
showering.
picked them out of the
it.
toothbrush.
You did.
I put a
His mom's
cover.
gray pubes.
Dude, I put a cover on my toothbrush head
Do ya?
because of all the fucking
Mung,
crap they say
all the
that comes
mung
out.
flying around.
Yeah, I actually.
Do you have your own
says-
shower, E, or do you like share it with?
Of course
with
he
Nana?
does. At the Fady Manor, are you kidding me?
Well, there's a
That's
shower
14
in the
bathrooms
basement, and that's where I shower.
Yeah. Does
Yeah.
Nana have like one of those stools in there so she can sit? When
No,
you
she can't
bathe
go
her?
down the stairs. So
No. When you bathe Nana, where do you bathe Nana?
That's a sore subject.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
I think no. Here's what happens. My mom, we go get her hair washed once a week. Like she gets her hair done once a week, and that's how her hair gets washed once a week. And then
once a week.
Then I think essentially they take her to hotels, like because we don't have a handicap. We don't have a handicap friendly.
You take
shower.
you take her to a coin wash, you son of a bitch?
No.
You take Nana to a coin wash?
No, my mom will go to a hotel.
Did you just push her out of the car at the car wash?
No, my mom will go to a hotel and get a room for a night that has.
That shit'll take paint off your car if you leave it in one. Can you imagine him hitting Nana with that thing?
Eric, you're my grandson.
Shut up, Nana. You got soap behind your ears.
No, we don't. She can't. The problem is that we don't have
Please,
any.
Eric, please, it burns.
Shut up, Nana. I'm almost done.
We don't have any showers on the main floor, and so she can't.
Nana's just
They
sitting
have
there
to go to a hotel and get
Okay.
a handicap room.
And would they charge you for that, or maybe not? I don't know. What do you?
How do you
They just
pull
get a
that
regular
off?
room.
Do they think it's weird when you come wheeling in with Nana once a week to
I don't
rinse
know
it
how,
off?
I don't know how it goes. How that.
Wait, I gotta. So you rent a room?
Just like a night, like you get a hotel room.
Holy shit, man!
The disposable income at the Fady household
know.
is ridiculous.
Wouldn't it make sense to maybe put a handicap shower in your house?
In the middle floor. We only have a
I mean,
half
you
bathroom
can-
on the middle floor.
What does Nana weigh? 88 pounds? You can't pick Nana up and carry her up the stairs?
No, I definitely.
Get one of those things where she
Yeah,
can
the
sit
seat.
and it goes automatically up the stair rail.
Yeah, but
I
the problem
love
is,
those.
Again,
Yeah, those are
again, the
sweet.
problem is, how long are we going to have it for?
Oh, dude, you're constantly doing this math,
Yeah, you gotta stop
calculation.
doing
Okay,
that.
I haven't done
You
that.
gotta-
That's not me. I don't
She's
have the
a
money to
human
do it.
being. You came from her loins. God damn it.
I don't
gotta
have the
go.
money to do it. I don't have the money to do it.
On that note.
Oh no! Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
If people don't, I know a lot of people hate hearing me because they don't like because I talk too much. But you can hear me talk more on Wednesday. I'm doing an open mic in Dearborn.
Wednesday?
So,
Oh,
Wednesday night.
really?
Just head to Dearborn. You'll find
And
the pink hat and find him.
Bamboozies? I don't know. Bamboozies?
Bamboozles?
Bar? Bamboozies Bar in Dearborn. 8 o'clock.
And Boozy's Bar
Yeah.
in
I
Dearborn.
just found out today.
8
That's the
o'clock.
only reason I'm telling you today.
Nice. Is
just a-
that a good...
I've never been there before.
Okay.
So it'll be.
All right. Well, with that, let's call it a day, and we'll be back tomorrow. There's a picture of the ass. That's nice. A totally different image in my head now, unfortunately. But whatever. That'll do it for a Tuesday. We'll see you guys all tomorrow for an all new Wednesday edition of the Detroit Cast.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.